Welcome to TiECon Live. In my studio today, I have Dr. Nalini Motwani. She is an entrepreneur over here at TiECon this year, and only woman entrepreneur that I have seen so far. Welcome to our studio, Nalini. You have a biotech company. It's called ApoLife, and you are the founder. So tell me a little bit about your company. What does it do?
I started a company about 6 years ago, and the idea is I have a platform technology to make the anti-cancer antibody cheaper, faster, and better. And you will say, why would you want to do it as a small entrepreneur? Right now, there is a lot of interest in anti-cancer antibodies, which are the biggest biotech drugs, growing by the rate of 25%, over $30 billion market. And Genentech's anti-cancer antibody costs $100,000 a patient a year.
Wow.
Not too many people can afford that kind of treatment, so people have started looking at different ways to make this antibody cheaper and faster and better. And there are alternate technologies now being generated, and I'm in one of that space.
So you say people are testing some of these things. Are there any competitors? I mean, maybe someone
yes.
in your line?
I mean, you want competitors, otherwise you would be doing it wrong. You know, by yourself is not a great idea. So one of the competing companies raised $36 million, and it was about 4 years later or 5 years later, was acquired by Merck for $400 million. So there is a huge opportunity in the licensing and platform technologies in biotech world right now.
So what are you doing differently, and I mean, how do you pitch this idea?
We pitched this idea because we had worked on different proteins to make cost-effective way, not necessarily antibodies, but other proteins like human serum albumin, hemoglobins, and from there I spun off a company. That was my previous company. So I have a background with the small companies, 2 different companies. So this was a third one, but this is the one I founded. And we decided to use that technology to go forward and do the antibodies. And the reason we are working with the yeast, and the yeast we are using has been used for many other different FDA-approved proteins versus the other ones which are not. So that's why we think we are different. We have 20 years of history of making cost-effective products.
So is your background also been in biotech generally?
Yes, I have had a PhD in immunology, molecular biology, and I was always involved with biotech for over 20 years.
What do you want to get out of TiECon?
I wanted to come because I started to get into, we built a company without VC funding. Now we are getting into the stage where we would like to get into the VC funding. Besides, we are doing relationship with Indian companies. So I thought this was a perfect place to come and meet different people, get an idea. And I had a wonderful VC I met with today.
So tell me a little bit of your experience with the VC. Was it?
It was just the perfect match. I couldn't have asked for a better person to meet with, and we kind of exchanged notes, and he is going to follow up with me. And it was interesting. Whether you get investment or not, but you learn every time you meet somebody, and they give you the tips how to go forward. So it was very good. And I have to say, I was at TiECon about 5 or 8 years ago in Silicon Valley, and this is amazing what the growth has been. I even met with Vinod Khosla because I have another friend who does alternate technologies and green technologies. So
you definitely see a change in the trend of the TiECon and the way that it's been working so far.
Yes, and I absolutely think everybody from all over the country and world should attend Silicon Valley TiECon because it's just amazing experience.
Have you met other women entrepreneurs like yourself in eBazaar?
Not really. I haven't seen. Actually, this looks like more men's meeting because there are not that many women. And I was at a bio meeting, at some other meeting, and they were the same situation. And somebody said, this looks like a men's meeting. So I think there are not too many women actually in the whole thing.
Well, full power to you, Nalini. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being here with the studio. That was Nalini Motwani here at TiECon Live.